Hey there, it's Krista at Mountain Life Homestead. Today I'm going to be going over my budget for the first paycheck in January. I'm going to be doing this in a happy planner, but I have printed the Budget Mom's budget planner, and I'll be going over that. I did film a setup video a couple of weeks ago where I set this planner up, but the quality was not the best, so I decided just to trash it, and I'll do a mini flip through on this video. So let's get started. The rings I bought separately. This is a happy planner. If I can find the specific one, I'll link it in the description, as well as the rings. This I just printed from Etsy. I don't remember the store. Again, if I can find it, I'll link it. Okay. So this is the Budget by Paycheck by Budget Mom. This is her planner. I'll just do a quick little flip through. Gives you instructions. Now I printed this myself. You can actually buy the PDF form so that you can print it yourself, or you can buy the planner itself. I think she has a couple of different options, but I really like the way that this budget planner is laid out. You've got your yearly savings, your sinking funds, visual. There's all kinds of goodies in here, and we'll be filling this out as we go throughout the year. I did take some time to fill out my bills and which ones were auto paid. Here's a medical bill tracker, and we'll go into the first month. All right, so I have my bills written out here. Paycheck was the 7th. And I took some time and tried to budget out with the paycheck what I thought it was going to look like. And we're gonna go through this together. We're gonna see what my actual paycheck is like and where all the money is gonna go. Now, one thing about the way I do budgeting, I don't do the cash envelope system. I love the idea, and I really wish that I had the capacity to do it because it's such a great idea, and I really like the idea of having something tangible to hold in my hands, but it's just not practical for me. I pay most of my bills online. I do all my shopping online or, with a debit card. So it's just a little easier for me not to have to go to the bank every week to pull out cash. So I still do that method, just without the cash, and I'll show you how I do it. So let's get started here. So for the month, I'm gonna do this for right now. I projected my paycheck to be $2,100, and it was actually $2,138. Here are all my bills that I pay these toward the beginning of the month because they're coming out at the end of the month. So I try to stay half a month ahead. So going down the list, this was $299. Okay, and then that total was $1,144.94. And then this minus this was $993.06, which is what I have left over after all the bills are paid. So for groceries, I budgeted $400 and I actually spent $384.49. I went over on my eating out just a little bit. Random spending stayed under, and then debt payoff, I paid $50. So this equals $533.50 for a leftover amount of $459.56. And now we're going to the sinking funds. Now these are things that I know I'm going to have to pay throughout the year or at some point during the year, and I want to go ahead and start saving for them. So for example, I know I pay a certain amount every year on annual subscriptions. So I divide that amount by 26 paychecks per year, and that's about the amount of money per paycheck that I know I'm going to need. So you do that for your sinking fund categories. Whatever you want to save for, you decide how much of your paycheck you want to put toward that. So for this, I have $459.56, and this paycheck I stuck with my budgeted amounts. And I had a total of $144.56 left over. And my original budget, I budgeted $62.11 to go in savings, but I'm actually going to be able to put a lot more than that. So $144.56. And that's where all my money went this paycheck. So over here, we're going to bring this over so that we know exactly how much we're going to transfer into each checking account. So I have 3 checking accounts and 2 savings accounts. That may seem like a lot, but really it's not, because I divvy this out every single paycheck and put money into each of the accounts. Now, most institutions, most banks will allow you to have as many open accounts as you would like. For example, my bank is completely free. I can open as many as I want. I can transfer funds as much as I want between accounts. There's no fees there. I don't have any minimum deposits. So it's really, really nice. Check your bank. You may have some deal like that as well. Okay, so my bills, groceries, eating out, random spending, and debt payoff all come out of my main checking account. And medical, I'm $20 in there. Vacation is $50. And then these things are all going to go into a savings account, and I will pull them out as I need them. But these are things that I don't really need to touch for quite a while, so I can leave those in a separate savings account. So car 20, 16, 20, 50, and then savings got 144.56. So I know this is what I'm going to transfer over. I'll have to add this other up, but 20, 50, 144.56. So the way I have it broken out, I'm transferring all of this much money from this checking account to these accounts. And then this should be what I have spent. So now let's go to the register. So for my main checking account, we're gonna fill this out together. I normally have this already filled out, but for this first video, I thought we could fill this out together. My starting balance, I try always to leave $1,000 in my checking account at all times. So we started out with $1,000. We get down here, my total is $1459.56, which is this plus my $1,000 starting balance. So we are right on track. All I have to do is transfer all the money. I do this usually right before the next paycheck. So my total, I'm back at $1,000, which is what I want to start with going into the next paycheck. So that's what a pay period looks like for me. I pay the bills. I keep up with how much I'm spending for groceries, eating out. What I would normally have cash for would be right here, but I keep up with it on the check register. And then I take out my sinking funds and decide what checking accounts they're going to go into, and then transfer whatever's left over into savings. So I have these set up for the checking account, but then I also have these registers going. So this will be checking too. This is for medical. This is the budget for the last 2 weeks. I went ahead and tried to map out my budget for the next paycheck. Based on the bills that are due at the beginning of the month, I'll pay them at the end of the previous month. So my next paycheck is on the 21st. Today is the 20th, so I will be doing another budget video toward the end of that pay period and let you see how I did. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. I plan to post a budget video every single paycheck this year. I also have a couple plan with me videos, and I'm going to branch out and do a lot of other kinds of videos as well. So if you like this, stick around. If you click on any of the links in the description below, if they are Amazon links, then they are affiliate links. And if you purchase something through one of those affiliate links, I do get a small commission at no extra cost to you. That just helps out my channel and helps support my YouTube journey. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.